Star Wars The Old Republic was first released on 20 December 2011. Thus, this game has been going on for 11 years and is still going strong. Today I'm going to show you my first impression of playing a Dark Sith warrior. I am super excited about this because I never get to play the bad guy, so it's going to be interesting to see how all of that plays out. Then I'm also going to show you some combat, some companions, some ships, and then lastly wrap up with my pros and cons about my thoughts about playing Star Wars The Old Republic in 2023. Let's go! Okay, so here on this page you get to choose between playing on the light side, the Galactic Republic, or you can play on the dark side, the Sith Empire. This time I am going to choose the Sith Empire. On this page you have a couple of decisions to make. You can either select Sith Warrior, or a Sith Inquisitor, or a Bounty Hunter, or an Imperial Agent. So today I am going to create a Sith Warrior. And within Sith Warrior you have a couple of styles to choose. You can have Marauder. So Marauders are more damage over time melee, direct damage melee, hybrid damage melee. Then you've got Juggernaut. Juggernaut are more defensive, damage over time, direct damage. Assassin is next. For Assassin you've got defense, melee, strength, direct melee, stealth, damage over time, melee, stealth. And you've got Sorcerer. Sorcerer is going to be your healing class, ranged, direct damage ranged, and damage over time range. I'm going to create a Sith Warrior Marauder, because I like damage classes.
Now you'll see what a Sith is capable of.
And she's definitely going to be a female. Alright, now we got a couple of choices. We've got the human-like, cyborg-like, and then this, whatever race this is. I'm not sure what race it is. You have a couple of other races down here that you can select from that is behind paywalls. Right now I am still testing out completely free-to-play method. So we are going to create this kind of Sith. Alright, and I gotta give my character a name. We're just going to call it Miloa Sith Warrior SW. I like how the game is structured, where each faction, the Republic or Imperial, have a central congregation point. It makes the game feel alive when you see so many players running around. I've rolled a Jedi Knight on the Republic side as well, and have been super impressed with how populated the world feels as I run around and do those quests. The combat fighting with lightsabers is really appealing and interesting, and the combat action feels smooth as you transition from skill to skill. There does seem to be a lot of auto attack happening though, as most skills share a cooldown timer, so you have to sit and wait before you're able to hit another damage skill. I understand why they had to do that to ensure that the animation from the previous skill finishes, but having played LOTRO for so long where skill cooldowns are only a second or two and not shared, makes me have to practice patience when playing Star Wars The Old Republic. I did put my main skill on a keybound Logitech G600 mouse. It helps make the fighting smoother, although I still need to figure out how to do a second row of skills to work with my mouse. I know there's a toggle switch, but haven't experimented much with it yet. It is not that intuitive to set that up. I love the idea of having my own ship to travel through the galaxy, although I do wish there were more ways to customize my ship. I mean, I live on my ship and not a stronghold. Now granted, I've not yet created a stronghold, so I have no idea what that's going to look like. We'll probably do a future video of that, when I attempt it for the first time. The storyline is also very rich, and I love all the cutscenes and dialogue that happens to make this game feel more immersive. The different characters that you meet along the way are interesting, but I do confess all the humans start to look the same after a while. I wish they had used more diversity in the cast, as opposed to just relying on human forms for the majority of the storytelling. I enjoy collecting companions as I travel through the storyline. It's probably one of my favorite parts, as I get to know more about these companions and develop friendships with these characters. It makes the story more genuine and Star Wars-esque. The one thing I do wish was possible was playing and interacting with multiple companions in the world at large at the same time, versus only being able to have one at a time by my side. I think it would be epic if I could have all my companions in a battle with me. Next, I'm going to share with you my pros. World design is phenomenal. Every planet you visit has unique biomes, characteristics, and the art is absolutely breathtaking. I just like popping onto a planet and go exploring. So far, my favorite planet has been Tatooine. Storytelling is definitely solid. I love the fact that each class has their own unique story arc to play through. Makes a lot of great content and hours of fun. Free to play is also great. I'm currently still playing this as a free to play, and there is a ton of content to go through. There are definitely some perks like instant return travel and greater crafting abilities that I do miss. However, it does not seem to take away from progressing through the core class storyline. I'm putting it to the test to see just how far I can push the free-to-play process with Star Wars The Old Republic before I cave and buy my monthly subscription. I enjoy having companions along the way to help further the storyline. It makes me feel part of the world and the team, and that is not just me soloing. Definitely more of a heroine storyline because of the need to have the team with you. Oh, and T7 is my favorite companion so far. There are enough players on the server to where you can get any question answered in a matter of seconds. I was also invited into a guild, which has been great getting to know some of those players. Overall, an inviting atmosphere from the players. Now let's take a look at some of the cons. Because I am free to play, I have a limited number of skills at my disposal. I believe that if I paid that I would unlock a secondary skill line. For now, I'm going to push the boundaries, but I do not like the idea that they put skills behind a paywall. I find skill timers annoying because I'm constantly having to wait to hit even one skill because they all share the same skill timer. Thus, you can't chain action or have full control because there is some auto-attacking going on. I want to have full control of taking multiple companions with me and not be limited to only taking one. I really feel that this would enrich the experience. The worlds are big, and sometimes the travel time to get from point A to B can be excessive. Instant travel is only available behind the paid wall, so for now I will just have to use my feet and speedster to get around. Be aware that if you join a guild that does conquests, you'll be required to get at least 100,000 conquest points a week to ensure that you can remain an active guild member. This requires you to log on every week to participate in this, or you may get purged from the guild. This, however, is only true for the large guilds. There are some bonuses for doing conquests to motivate you to log on and do the work. These guilds are not ideal for the casual player, so ask questions before you join the guild. All in all, I have enjoyed my time in Star Wars The Old Republic, so much that I'm creating a walkthrough series of all the main class quests, the origin storylines. The first one up will be Jedi Knight Sentinel, that will be airing starting March 1st at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and the series will release one episode a day. If you enjoyed today's episode, please hit the like and subscribe button, and be sure to turn on the notification bell to never miss an episode. Thanks for watching.